Good morning. Good fucking morning. What is going? There we go. Okay, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. I need to get comfy because this one's gonna be a long one, boys. This one might be like shy of 20 minutes. I'm not sure. Usually, I stay kind of on track on these. This is the setup right now. We got the key lights, and then we also have another one of these lights right behind. Hold on, if it'll even come off. Look, it just sticks onto the back, and it gives us a little bit more lighting. Okay, let's get this started. And also want to give a disclaimer, this video is not a waste of time, so if you got other shit going on, it's okay, you can go do that. Just definitely want to preface this is not a waste of time, so if you are going to watch intentionally. It's all good if you don't. I'm so serious. It's just I really did find myself stuck in time today, and time has been a thing that I really haven't had to worry about. And thinking about time and thinking about reasons why I view time the way I view it really made me bringing like more presence to it, more of like an object. So I definitely want to start with that. And if you're ready, I mean, shit, let's fucking start this. I'll set this right here. And every other .raw video, uncut, straight information, just actual shit. Because I don't really care for stupid shit ever. So boom, time will forever be like the forever currency. Currency is however you view it. Currency is very subjective. I did want to definitely say that. Currency is anything. It can literally be anything. If you think of paper, paper was not like money was not on this earth whenever the dinosaurs were around, But there was currency. Currency was the life that these people exchanged, well, these dinosaurs or whatever, the life that the dinosaurs exchanged for food, for I don't fucking know, water, anything like that. That was currency because at the end of the day, they could expire. And everybody expires. Everyone dies, you know. So animals, dinosaurs in the animal kingdom or whatever, their currency is usually food, or death, or running away, or hunting. Any of those things that extend, like that flex the playing card that you have of life. I don't know how to explain it. View this. Okay, hold on. Damn. Okay. View this as time. And I look, did not plan this, but I don't know. It sounds like it's going to work. View this as time. This is time. This is currency. If I had to show you currency today and you told me, show me what currency is, this. This right here is currency because it has a start and end. And you can't ever explain when it is. With the measuring tape, you can place it anywhere and figure out the start and the end. Basically, take that ideology and think about time as chunks of it. Just think about maybe an animal or a dinosaur going hunting, or you going to the grocery store, you planning around stuff to be able to go to work or go to school, go to anything, so you can eat, so you can sleep, so you can get water, stay hydrated. All these things that allow you to function and be conscious in this world is currency. Currency is not paper. Currency is not time. Currency can be anything. Money was brought into this world to give, I don't know, a sense of stability, and I could probably say that's the answer to why money was made. Money was made to solve problems. I mean, they're over here freaking trading shit at the beginning. If you think about it, people were out here using currency before money was a thing. Before time was a thing, it was considered money because it was an exchange. An exchange because any force that is put out into the world will not be stopped until it meets an equal reaction or something like that. I don't know. It's like one of Newton's laws. But if you think about far back, try to really figure out when did currency start getting used, it's pretty fucking long ago. I'm not going to lie. It was probably pretty long ago. And that might get you a little thinking right now, like, oh, well, that is true. But now we have money. Money is currency, right? No, no. Money is paper. The numbers in your bank account, those are numbers. That's not your currency. Your currency is the way that you acquire the way that you acquire your bread, the way that you stack your bread. All that shit is currency. That is currency. And I can say that confidently. Whatever way that you fucking do to make money, that is currency. Some people might own businesses. Some people might go to work. Some people might be teachers. Some people might be freelancers. Who knows? This world is so big. That's why I fuck with this Raw channel or whatever. I can really touch. Pause. Pause on that. This shit will resonate at least with one person. So that's why I don't really feel weird about talking about my thinking. Basically, think about this. A teacher works for a week. A sub, okay, everybody knows a sub. A substitute teacher goes to school, works. They get paid $100 for that day. You might think that's $100. That's currency. That's their currency. That's the way that they ended up getting their money. Think again, because there are also other people in that same school, being teachers or being substitutes, maybe getting paid more. Who knows why? Maybe they have a better degree. Maybe they have longer time in that field. Whatever these people put into writing, or not the brainwash, but like the same thing that everyone's coded by, because everyone's coded by something. If you went to school, I went to Texas, so we had the Pledge of Allegiance for United States and Texas, so that was completely normal. I didn't view it as anything different, but if like you show someone else, they're like, what the fuck? Off topic though. Basically, there's something that codes everyone, and everyone is inside a certain something. Depending if you went to a public school, private school, any of these schools, college, whichever college you went to, you're going to view it differently. But they're coded by that. The only thing is that the person that's getting paid more is valued more. And maybe if they're not, they're still getting it. So there's a reason. That reason is time. If you think about everything in this world as a skill that you can learn, right now, today, you could start. What is stopping you from making $1 million? And that might be funny. It might be fucking funny. I know that was a random poll, and I just randomly thought about that. But genuinely, what is the thing differentiating you from a millionaire? They have time. You're over here working for money. They have currency. They have leverage. They have people working for them, under them, leveraging working for time, and they get paid money. Do y'all see the difference? I was talking about this with my friend today, and I didn't realize it was different thinking, because I was never allowed to get a job whenever I was growing up because my dad didn't want me to get stuck in the rat race or something. And I took it for granted, but I did listen to it. So thank you, Dad, if you're watching this. I don't know how you'd be watching right now. I haven't even showed you my stuff yet. That is money, and that is time, and that's how people get rich. That's how people also get broke. That is also how people stay in the rat race. That's how people get stuck in the self-improvement arc. They're trading time for something, for a feeling. You can watch 100 self-improvement videos, and you'd be lying to me that you would not feel better about yourself after. You can watch TikTok right now, a shorter TikTok, and you would feel better after. That's currency. That is an equal exchange. If you think about currency as an exchange, because anything and everything has an equal or canceling effect into this world. You move your hand this way, now you're there. That's another place that you're taking up now. You're taking up space. Maybe you're taking up air. You move the air. Anything and everything has an equal exchange. So once you start thinking about currency like that, money comes. And it doesn't just come. And my future wife is texting me, hope it's going well. That's honestly pretty uplifting. Money comes, time comes, but your time will end one day. Your time will end one day, and people will say, I want to retire my family by 45, or I want to retire my family, but why? If you think deep and figure out why, the reason why is because you want them to have more time. You want them to maybe not worry about the bills, to maybe not even fucking bat an eye, go on vacation every day, go have times with your siblings. That's why. You're not doing it because it's a lot of money. You know what I mean? Money is in your head. Guys, if you think about it, money is in your head. People always ask me how this, how that. Money is in your head. Currency is what people use to thrive. You can thrive with currency. You can thrive with numbers in your bank or a job. Like, you can thrive with all these things. But the only thing that's different from you and a millionaire and a billionaire and someone who's wealthy and someone who's retired their lineage, all these things that separate people, like freaking, I don't know, a staircase, is all currency. It's all time. It's all currency, because everybody is the same. Maybe they have different thoughts. Maybe they were born with something different in their brain. Maybe they have a part of their brain that's bigger, smaller. Maybe they don't have a leg. Maybe all these maybes, because there's infinite possibilities that you can enter in every day. So back to the topic on why money, and I didn't write a script for this, so I hope I'm on topic. I just yap whenever I know something pretty well in my head. But all this time, all this money, it's going to be there forever. So you either fucking hop on the train or you get left. It's not the same as, it's always been the same. So look, in our history class, we're right now talking about, we covered how cowboys used to be viewed as, like, I don't know, like the shitbag job. Like, oh, you have to go round up cattle and you need to go do this, you need to go do that. And then one of the guys ended up coming here and making it entertainment, and then cowboys shaped America and shit. And now people like think about cowboys and think Texas and America, Eagles, I don't know, American muscle, all these things. And there was money, but there also was currency. These motherfuckers were making so much money, so much currency, that they were going anywhere. They were hiring Native Americans to cosplay them, literally ending their lineage, because in everyone else's world back then, they didn't have news. They're literally cosplaying this for money, or maybe for time. You will never know. Money is the money that made them go against their fucking morals. If they all didn't care about anything, or were just doing it for the hell of it, then they wouldn't care about the money. But there's a big but. Those two guys are the ones that got famous and the ones that got written down in the fucking books, compared to the hundreds or thousands of Native Americans that had to trade their time for some fucking money. Maybe they traded it for currency. I don't know. That was that. And the people that made all that, they traded their time into making currency so they can go anywhere, so they can have a major cap. And this, I say this also broadly, because it is really as broad as it gets, because nothing is, maybe you're a different race or whatever, like, it's just different. Different is normal now, I guess. People are used to different, so this is not really weird to watch anymore. But just understand that there's always going to be time in this world until it ends, whenever it ends, whatever the scientists have said. And maybe y'all have seen that the ozone layer is healed. It's healing, and it's on track to an actual recovery because of science. That took time, and that probably took a lot of fucking money. I don't think y'all understand that. That probably took a lot of fucking money, and someone paid it. Someone exchanged their time to pay for scientists to fix to work on fixing the ozone fucking hole or whatever it is. Someone did that. It wasn't you. Maybe it was you. Maybe you didn't really think about it. Maybe you didn't know about it. But somebody did that on this world, on this planet right now. And they're probably sleeping right now. They probably don't have to worry about money. They're on to bigger things. They're fixing this shit because they see that currency is time and they don't want the world to fucking end. You know what I mean? I guess that was a really good way to put into perspective. I didn't really think about that. I just learned that the other day though. Because it was like news and I saw it. I don't ever watch TikTok, but whenever I did watch TikTok that day, it was the first thing that came up and I literally got off right after. I had to send it to my family. Basically, guys, the whole thing about money and time that separates everybody is currency. Currency can be whatever. Currency can be money. Currency can be you finally being rich and buying whatever the fuck you want. It could be anything. Money, though, will forever and always be cash or numbers or people that work at a bank or people that loan you money or credit cards. Anything that is tangible is money or currency, whatever you've taken from this video. Obviously, you probably understand a little bit if I've been talking about this for a minute. It's been 16 minutes and I want to go on for probably 25 minutes. So anybody can really make it big. And that's why you see it so often. And sometimes people wonder what was the difference? They allocated their time differently and they probably took a lot of their currency, which is their time, doing something that they see valuable. You know, people say that you have to lock in. You have to lock in for 8 months. You have to study something for 20,000 hours for you to become an expert. Why? They're saying that in English. They could say that in Spanish. They can say it in fucking Japanese. They could say it anywhere. They could say it in whatever language and someone's going to understand it because they've already gone through it. Currency isn't just time. It's literally time. Think about it. Currency is more than just time. If you're thinking about, okay, well, this guy's saying time is this, time is that, time is currency. Dude, you know how to speak your language because maybe your mom was speaking it in front of you. Maybe they taught you in school. Maybe you learned a whole nother language in a different class during school. Maybe you had to get pulled out of class. Somebody was getting paid for that. Someone was getting paid money. Somebody was trading their currency. The only difference is that some of the teachers were doing it for money and some of the teachers were doing it for currency. You ran into the teachers that, well, now more in college, professors, or think about Bill Gates. They all are there, and the people that are fully passionate about it, the people that wake up and want to attack every single day and they want to go to class, or they keep going to go, I don't know, teach you, or the people that are giving back to charities, any drive that anybody fucking has, or something that you've ever thought about that's raw or whatever. I know I've been talking about this, this is raw, and that's why this clothing brand and this whole brand, .raw media, and the podcast that I'm, all these shits, that's for currency, not money. If I was doing it for money, I'd do something else. If these teachers were doing it for money, maybe they wouldn't be working in the same place. So the people that are doing it for money, maybe they want to get a dog. Maybe they want to get a house. Maybe they can't pay their bills. Maybe, just maybe, it might be the last thing they have. It might be. That's money. Money buys you opportunities. No, money buys you. Money can buy you shit, but currency buys you opportunities. And you can live life with infinite currency, guys. You're one step away from being in a different multiverse. I can go fucking jump out this window right now. And guess what? Now I probably have a broken leg. Maybe something fucked up in my head. Now I got to take time to go to the emergency room. I got to take time to get assessed. Someone has to take time to assess me. Someone has to get the ambulance. Somebody has to run the fucking receptionist. If you think broader, boom. Someone is having to pay for the electricity in that hospital. Somebody is having to pay for the land. Somebody bought that land. Somebody bought the city. Somebody started the city. All these things were with either money or currency. Please understand, money and currency is not the same thing. Money and currency is not the same thing. And I lose nothing from telling y'all. So I also gain nothing from. Well, I honestly do gain shit from telling y'all because maybe somebody will understand. Or somebody might call me crazy. But guess what? I live life with currency and I could care less. I have infinite currency. I'm rich in currency. I've had it all. Well, I've had an idea of me having it all. I've had it. It's pretty fun. But it never brought me happiness. Maybe it brought me happy moments. That was currency. Those happy moments, the ones that I would go out for every day, that was currency. The reason I would always want to see maybe my friends the reason I wanted to see all my friends all the time, I was gonna say like maybe like the certain times where like it stood out because maybe that will make more sense and differentiate it. But no, like every fucking time, me making time to go see them, that was currency. Not money, currency. If we went out somewhere and I knew the bill was gonna be expensive, and I still went, I was using currency, not money. Yes, I had a good amount because I had like the detailing company and I ran all these businesses or whatever. Even when I was butt fuck broke, when I was broke, I still used currency. Maybe it could have been anything. I still use currency because I followed through with it. You know, like you follow through with anything that you actually want to do. If there's even anything that you want to do, what if you haven't even thought about doing anything with your life because you're so stuck in money? Y'all have the same opportunity. It just takes some words to like see it. I'm not trying to say that you can be literally the next Jeff Bezos or that you can get rich tomorrow or that I have it fucking all. But I can for sure say I got something figured out. And a lot of other people also have it figured out. And that's why you see it. Think about it. Genuinely think about it. The reason you see it is because it's out there in the world. Nobody has to do anything. The same way boycotts work, the same way the Gilded Age ended, everything happened because of either currency or money. Nothing else. Currency can be the way that you interact with people. Currency can be the energy that you put out into this world. Currency can be you just being nice to everybody and being a pushover. Good or bad. It's like consequences. There's always consequences, good or bad. Sometimes the good consequences feel a lot better than the bad ones, but sometimes the bad ones feel better than the good ones. There's nothing stopping you from keeping it raw and living in currency. You can live in currency. People have happy lives right now. And some people don't. Same exact situation. If you think about it. Someone might be married to their wife right now. Maybe they went through different things. Maybe they went through the same things. Guess what though? There's got to be at least one person living it with currency. And you might be like, oh, it's all the rich guys, the ones that get to go everywhere. They get to go on trips. They get to go over here. They get to buy this, get to buy that. No. No. It's the couples that are living with currency that are happy. And even if you're living happy with money, that is your currency. Because you view it as your currency. So, guys, currency is literally the shit that you trade for something else. Anything. anything. That's why money is not the actual definition of currency. Why do you think currency has a whole different fucking word? Money is that shit that you can buy shit with. Currency is that shit that you can buy shit with. I hope this makes at least a little bit of sense, because I can go on. I can literally go on forever, and I won't, because this is a video and I don't want this shit to be too long, because I want to be able to upload more. But if y'all are fucking with this and are interested to see how I think, I don't know, watch the video. I don't care how many likes or comments or anything ever gets. Like, y'all have seen that, and that's literally why I did it again, and then did it again, and then did it again. I have like 2 TikTok accounts, and I've had like 15. I've been consistent on the first one for 64 days. Every day. I had a successful account, quote unquote, followers, likes, clout. Maybe not a lot of clout, but I had something. But I'd rather trade my currency for something I value more. So that's why there's a new TikTok. You might be like, damn, that's not your main. No, it is my main. It is my main. I have 2. One for my future possibilities. I'm getting into TikTok Shop on the first one, the Ray2 Raw account. That one is constant currency throughout the day. All I got to do is post. It takes no time, 5 minutes. I'd rather trade 5 minutes of currency and continue this growth just by being consistent. And then the other one is the one that I actually get to check in and just like say shit. And I probably post, whenever I post on Instagram, is probably because I posted on TikTok on that account, because it's like the most like raw currency that I can give out to y'all. And I guess that's why it's doing good. Like, if you think about it, not everything blows up, but like that account is proof that just by giving out currency, it can get a following. That's so much sauce, and I hope y'all all get it. Please get it. If you get it, comment that you get it, please. If I know that y'all get it, bro, I will never stop, because all I got is currency, guys. I'm on my own. I have plans for the future, and I'm working on these plans, because they're not just fucking plans. People plan for the fucking future. Bro, I've been living the future, bro. I've been living the future. I'm just on the fucking path. So, don't view money as your only currency. Think about how, I'm not going to get off track. Just think about how people have, what is that thing called? It's like unconditional love, but with money. It's those things that bring you money whenever you're not even there. It took time to do that. It took time to learn how to do that. It took time to hire somebody. It took time, and it took risk. Risk is everything. All these things, people might be scared about risk because they don't value their currency. If you value your currency, you don't give a fuck about risk. You can evaluate risk. You're not a dumbass. You can take calculated risks. You can end up with more money. You can end up with more capital. You can end up with more leverage. All these things. The only reason I had a thought about making this video is because I was trying to justify my friend of the idea and the possibility of a private jet. And they were like, well, I've never been into private jets. You know, I don't really see the point of it. I feel like it's going to be nice. Like, imagine one day I can get it. Maybe whenever I get it, I want a private jet. I'm like, no, the private jets, they save people currency. Like, they get to go wherever the fuck they want. Yes, they have a butt fuck ton of fucking capital, but it's not money. These guys aren't working every day. If you're buying a private jet, you are working every day. I'm about to get onto that real quick in like 2 minutes. If you're working every day, actually working, it's going to take you a long fucking time to get a private jet. If you are wealthy in currency, you can get a private jet one day. because you can accomplish anything with currency. Currency is that time that you wake up. Currency is the current moment. Currency is literally current. Hello. It's in the present. It's called the present. You're literally getting handed a current present to be alive. Come on, guys. I want all y'all to get currency. If you can have some currency, bro, it's fucking cool. Because you can really just live. And not even like an idiot. You can live with calculated decisions if you understand currency. That's how I'm going to end off this video. We're at 30 minutes. And, oh, wait. I went off topic for the jet. The reason that it's worth so much and it costs so much currency is not just because of the material. It is worth that much because, the reason that people pay that much is because it saves them currency, and that's time. You can get anywhere, wherever the fuck you want, whenever you want. Yes, it costs a lot of money. Yes, it's probably hard as fuck to get one if you're not wealthy in currency. But if you're wealthy in currency, you can just hire somebody and pay them money. You can just get anybody to get you out of anything if you pay them with currency. If you pay them with money. If you're wealthy in currency, you can get out anything. Watch Limitless. This guy made it away with murder and being off these drugs and being off of anything because he was wealthy in currency, guys. Watch that movie. If you're watching this, watch that movie. That, if you want to see what currency is, that's currency. The moment that he takes that pill, he is wealthy with currency. That is the reason he got successful. That's the reason he made it. That's the reason he lived his dream life. That's the reason that he got back on it. You might wonder in that movie, why didn't he just keep doing it? Well, he wasn't wealthy in currency. That's why his girl left him at the beginning. Come on. If he was wealthy in currency, he would have been made it. He would have had that drive. He would have somehow done it. The character in Limitless was wealthy with currency, and I will say that. If you ever want to wonder who, you might be thinking, well, now I'm curious, who's wealthy with currency? If you want to see a cinematography masterpiece, watch that shit because, dude, that guy's freaking filthy wealthy with currency when he was off that shit. Yes, he was high. I don't even know what it was, but he was wealthy with currency. Like, I don't know. I don't want to ramble. Currency is emotion. Currency is anything. Think about anything and it probably has some form of currency. Somebody put these walls up. Somebody made this. Somebody made the light that is lighting our YouTube video right now. All this shit that I have around me was paid with currency, not money. If it was paid with money, I wouldn't have bought it. If this shit right here, if this was paid with money, I would not have bought it. And I'll say that again. Okay, let's see what else. This shit, I got it for free. Free is a price tag. This shit was paid with currency. They handed it to me because I interacted with them and they, I don't know, handed me an off-campus living paper. Of course, I took it for what it was and I cherished that interaction and I asked the dude about his day or whatever, all these things, because that's just who I am. But I would have got it regardless. I could have stole it. I could have ran up to it. I could have been a bitch and I still would have got it. What is he going to tell me? No? Then you got another consequence. You don't get it. That's another thing. Just because you don't get it doesn't mean that it didn't happen. I guess that's a great way to tie it off. It's a little interesting way. So, one more time. Currency is this. Currency is your life. Currency is your time. Live your life with currency and you'll never want to go back. It's kind of like the Matrix. I swear. Dude. Live your life with currency and you'll never want to make money ever again. You'll want to make wealth. You'll want to make bread and you're gonna want to make some motion, and you can make hella fucking motion with a lot of currency. You are filled with currency. Every day that you wake up, you're filled with currency. Every day you are filled with currency. It just depends whenever you wake up. Even sleeping is currency. Your body having a great night's rest is currency. It's not you sleeping 8 hours. It might be shitty. It might be good sleep. At the end of the day, you'd rather have the good sleep. If you're already going to dish out those 8 hours to sleep, you better fucking hope that it's the good sleep. You know what I mean? Like, you come back from these parties half wasted or whatever. You're over here laying in bed spinning. You're hoping. You're praying to God, bro. Please, I'll never drink again. You're praying that, oh, this is going to be such a good time to just lay down. Or some people might be like, oh, shit, I got to do homework. Some people might be like, shit, I get to do homework. Only thing different is currency, boys. Only thing different. Tap into those possibilities and realities. I'm going to go text my wife, my future wife.